David, it's me. Call me back.
Grace Harper is under police protection.
Someone's outside. I'm frightened.
Grace, I got your message. I can't get away right now, but I'll send round someone you can trust. Don't worry.
So you want me to go around then?
Please.
Detective Constable Rob Brady. Grace?
Rob.
Grace Harper's dead.
Step back! Give us some room here, you! Call the police.
No, Rob?
No, but we have got a stand-in.
Again?
Rob called me earlier. They had a bad night with the baby, so he's dropping the twins at daycare.
You're the boss. So what have we got?
Looks like a painter and decorator. Luckily, we've got an ID thanks to his driving license, Harry Stedman. Someone stuck a screwdriver in him.
Nice.
Off-duty uniformed officer was first on the scene. Just gonna get his account.
I was on my way to work and I spotted him driving erratically.
So you pulled him over?
No, the van ground to a halt. By the time I could get to him, it was too late. Is there anything else though? It's just on duty soon.
We'll need your clothes.
Oh, I've got a spare uniform in my locker. Can I bag these up and drop them over to you then? I'll give you a full statement then.
Of course. Thanks for your help, Sergeant.
Anytime.
Sarge? Yeah, I'm leaving my house now. I'm dropping the twins at daycare. Come on, girls, that's it there. Go on, careful, careful. Yeah, I thought I'd meet you back at base. It'll all be over by the time I get to the crime scene.
No, actually, Rob, I'd like you to see this.
Yeah.
Coming in, let's go. Quick. Quickly. That's it. The victim looks like he's been in a fight, but the cause of death is clearly the stab wound in the abdomen. Presumably, he pulled a screwdriver out and bled to death on the way to hospital.
Another 5 minutes and he would have made it.
The driving license has given us an address, a pub, the Rose and Crown.
The Rose and Crown? Whereabouts?
Poplar.
Vivian, can I have a word?
Something I said.
Who knows?
You remember Grace Harper? She was in witness protection. I was a handler.
Of course I remember. She was murdered, Rob found her body.
She lived at the Rose and Crown.
So, who's this guy?
Grace's long-term boyfriend was Doug Stedman, the landlord. Presumably Harry Stedman's his brother. I don't want Rob anywhere near this.
The detective inspector and I are going to go and do the death knock.
Any particular reason why?
That pub's got a reputation. Let's just say you two might not be welcome there.
You're joking.
No one likes pandering to racists, Rob. But we have to be sensitive to the situation.
I was beginning to wonder if you'd noticed.
What?
Well, that Rob's checked out the job.
Oh, that's not fair.
What? He didn't want to come to the crime scene this morning. What's that about?
He's got a new baby. I think he's lost his bottle.
Why?
I don't know. All I do know is he started to go off the rails after he found Grace Harper's body. It hit him really hard.
You sure you're in the right place, darling?
Do you know Harry Stedman?
Yeah, I'm his brother. What's up? Is Harry all right?
I'm Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole.
Detective Inspector David Bradford. Is there somewhere we can talk? Somewhere a little more private?
Yeah. Go on, then. Spit out.
I'm sorry to have to tell you that your brother, Harry, was found dead this morning.
He was what?
Mr. Stedman, your brother was stabbed with a screwdriver. This has been treated as murder.
You okay?
This is a mistake.
We haven't made a formal identification, but your brother was found in a yellow van, registration FT07SWZ.
Yeah?
Our assumption is that he was trying to make it to the hospital.
Mr. Stedman, do you have any idea who might have done this to your brother?
Everybody loved Harry. He was special. Did you know that? Do you know that Harry was special?
Thanks. Our victim's brother, Doug Stedman, has a criminal record. Cautions for assault, a minor ABH, then 6 months prison for a racially aggravated assault.
What about Harry?
No criminal record. The system shows he was a victim of assault 2 years ago when he was still at school.
Who assaulted him?
2 teenage girls. Sounds like they've been bullying him for a while.
Bullying him?
The report flags him as vulnerable. He had learning difficulties.
Our Harry hated school. Wasted time in being there.
But he held down a job as a painter and decorator.
Had his own business. No good with the admin. But our Harry was a demon with a paintbrush.
So who looks after the books?
My missus, or... At least she did.
Not anymore.
No.
Why not?
She died.
Sorry.
Don't be. I'm not. We weren't together when it happened.
Can I ask you, Mr. Stedman, where were you between 8 and 9 this morning?
Am I some sort of suspect?
We just need to know for elimination purposes.
I was there, taking a delivery. That's the brewery, if you don't believe me.
Do you have a child living with you?
Yeah, my little lad, Rocky. He's at nursery.
So it was just you, Harry, and Rocky living here?
That's right.
Your ex who died, was that Rocky's mum?
Yeah,
What was her name?
Grace.
How did she die?
What's this got to do with Harry?
Could be relevant.
It ain't.
Is it okay if we take a look at Harry's room?
Yeah.
Never grew up, my baby brother.
We didn't find a phone on Harry.
That's weird. He was glued to that thing.
What are you doing?
Giving it a ring. Got the voicemail. Can't believe he's dead. Where did you find Harry?
Rotherhithe.
And who found him?
An off-duty police officer, as it happens.
So what happened with Grace Harper? Do you know why she was murdered?
It's not my investigation. Rob and I were told to stay away from the case.
Well, you must have an opinion.
Grace was killed to stop her from talking. She was about to blow the whistle on something big.
Can I ask what?
You can ask.
I might know where Harry Stedman was attacked.
How come?
I found this delivery note in the glove box of his van. It's for paint delivered to a Mrs. Hart at an address in Peckham a couple of days ago.
Do you think he could be working there this morning?
It's possible. Want to check it out?
It's a long shot. We could send a local uniform.
Up to you.
Okay.
Oh, before you go, my mum got this. It's for the baby. It's only from the market.
That's great. And I said thanks. Control requesting backup. 55 Holbank Avenue, Peckham. Insecure premises. Blood trail outside. Possible suspects in premises. Police!
Police, anybody here? Billy, I'm pretty sure this is the crime scene. Yeah, can you let the Sarge know and send a Socko team down here ASAP? Thanks.
Harry? Is everything all right?
Stay there, don't touch anything.
This is my house.
I'm Detective Constable Rob Brady. Are you Mrs. Hart?
Yeah, the neighbour called and said the door's wide open. What's going on?
Yeah, let's do this outside. Do you know Harry Stedman?
He's painting the hall on the stairs. I saw blood. Has he had an accident?
I'm sorry to tell you that Harry Stedman's dead.
Harry's dead. How? What happened?
We believe he's been murdered.
In my house? Is he lying dead in my house?
No, he was in his van, miles away from here.
Why didn't you say that before?
I picked up Harry's phone by mistake. I'll tell you what mine is, some detectives got it. But I don't know, that's why I need you to find out. He's mixed race.
That photograph of Grace in Harry's bedroom, they were obviously very close. He must have been devastated when she was killed. So I'm presuming that Grace was in possession of evidence of a crime. A serious crime.
That's a reasonable presumption.
So what if Harry knew what Grace knew?
What, and that's why he's been killed? The thought had crossed my mind.
He was a lovely boy. Gentle. Not the brightest, but sweet.
So how do you know Harry?
He was recommended. I think it was a mate of my husband's.
When did you leave the house this morning?
Before 8, I took the kids to school and then called into the restaurant on the way home.
Restaurant?
Yeah, it's how we make a living, me and Josh. We opened an organic restaurant by the river.
Do you recognise this?
It's none of the family's.
Could it be Harry's?
It could be. I really don't know.
Excuse me a moment.
It's me. Harry's dead. The police are here. Call me back. Should I get hold of my husband? Voicemail?
I need you to take a look at this. We suspect it's cannabis. Have you seen it before?
Of course not. We've got children in the house. Where did you find it?
In Harry's toolbox. And there's far more here than anyone would need for personal use.
You mean he's dealing drugs?
Do you think that's possible?
I find it very hard to believe. Harry was so innocent.
I found 2 other deaths associated with that pub.
2?
You'd better bring us up to speed.
This is Police Constable Tyler Bates. You won't have forgotten that he was stabbed to death just under a year ago. He was in uniform on patrol. The murder took place less than 50 meters from the Rose and Crown.
Were Doug or Harry Steadman ever suspects?
They were spoken to as witnesses, never arrested. But Doug's girlfriend called 999 that night, which is surprising given that Doug is a well-known racist.
So you think that the girlfriend went out on a limb calling an ambulance?
For a black guy, definitely. I've tried to track her down. Turns out Grace Harper is dead too. I'm trying to find out how she died, but her murder investigation is locked down and I don't have the permissions to access it.
No, I can take care of that. I want you to concentrate on what's happened today, Harry Steadman's murder.
Do me a favor, Billy. Don't mention Grace Harper to Rob.
Why?
Do you know what? Don't see it as a favor. Look on it as a direct order from a senior officer. Okay?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Grace Harper knew who killed that police officer, Tyler Bates. That's why she was in witness protection.
You know I can't confirm or deny that.
You don't need to. The question is, where was Harry Steadman the night that PC Bates was murdered on duty? Did he see what happened?
You think that's why he was killed this morning? To shut him up as well?
Well, what other reason is there to murder a harmless boy like Harry Steadman? You and Rob must know how Grace Harper was killed.
She was stabbed.
What's that?
A phone. Found it at a crime scene.
Our victims?
Could be. I'm gonna take it to the lab, see if they can fast track it.
We might not need it. I've just got access to Harry Steadman's phone records. Harry Steadman was constantly exchanging texts with the same number.
Do we know who the number belongs to?
It's a pay-as-you-go, so there's no subscriber details, but we ran a quick sell site, and it's been frequently located at the restaurant owned by Josh Hart, Samira Hart's husband.
Given that Harry Steadman was so vulnerable and the amount of cannabis Sokko's found in his toolbox, we wonder if Josh Hart was using Harry as a courier.
Especially as Josh Hart has been cautioned twice for possession of cannabis.
Did you ask Samira about the drugs found in the toolbox?
Of course, but she was all butter wouldn't melt.
Track the pair of them down. Speak to her again. So Harry Steadman might have been stabbed in a drugs dispute.
And his connection to Grace Harper is just a coincidence.
I don't believe in coincidences. Neither do you. Get in. What the hell happened?
Harry went crazy. He came at me with a screwdriver.
I should never have told you where he was.
Didn't have a choice. He was gonna blow the whistle. What happened with your brother this morning was an accident, I swear it. I only went over there to talk to him, but Harry attacked me. I could see he was hurt. I offered to drive him to A&E, but he wouldn't listen. I mean, you know what Harry's like. So I followed the van. I was just desperate to help, but by the time I got there, it was too late.
Why didn't you call me?
I lost my phone. I was just on my way to get another one.
He was my kid brother.
This is all down to Grace. She poisoned Harry's mind. She turned him against us.
Grace is dead because you killed her.
She was a grass. She was a police informant. She was determined to see me and you, the father of her kid, banged up in prison. Remind me what she said to you the last time she called you.
She said there was nothing I could do to change her mind.
That woman. She got under your brother's skin. This morning, all he kept saying was he had to go to the police. And I'm sorry, Doug, I really am, but if anyone is to blame for Harry's death, it's Grace.
Samira's in the passenger seat.
Hello, Samira.
Where's your husband?
I wish I knew.
What's this, Samira?
Cannabis.
This looks identical to the package you found in Harry's toolbox.
Supports the idea that the Harts were using him as a courier.
I'm going to take a look around the restaurant.
Where are my kids?
Your mum's with them.
I want to see them.
We can arrange that for you, of course. But in the meantime, it'd be really helpful if you could let us know how you really met Harry Stedman.
A young police officer. Tyler Bates was his name. He was knifed to death about a year ago. Some of the locals decided to hold a vigil. Josh thought it'd be a good chance to sell some weed.
And you met Harry there?
Yeah. Tyler was knifed to death outside the pub that Harry lived in. Harry felt bad, that's why he was at the vigil.
So what happened?
PC Bates was black. And the pub was a notorious right-wing dive. Someone recognized Harry. Everyone started screaming at him. He was crying, and I ended up stepping in.
So you came to his rescue?
You don't know me. He was in trouble. I couldn't just stand there and do nothing.
Good for you.
After that, he started coming into the restaurant. We got friendly. I think he just needed someone to talk to. Especially after his sister-in-law died.
Sister-in-law? Doug's wife?
Yeah, he loved her. He never stopped talking about Grace.
Grace Stedman?
No, not Stedman. I don't think her and Harry's brother are actually married. I think her name was Harper. Yeah, that's it, Grace Harper.
Interview suspended at 16:23. I'm sorry. I made the connection between Harry Stedman and Grace Harper. The detective inspector asked me not to tell you. All I know is that Grace Harper's been killed. What's going on, Rob?
I'm the one who found Grace Harper dead.
What? How?
I was doing David's dirty work as usual.
We're in the middle of an interview.
I'm sure you can handle it. What's going on here?
Chief Superintendent.
Trainee Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. Did your colleague just leave you to conduct an interview on your own?
He's been called away.
Oh, has he now? Who's your line manager? Vivian Cole?
Grace Harper. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
I was worried
About what?
about how you'd react.
Sorry?
Let's face it, Rob, ever since you found Grace dead, you've been falling to pieces.
And whose fault's that?
Detective Sergeant Cole.
Chief Superintendent.
Good to see you.
Can I help you, sir?
This trainee detective has been abandoned by her colleague,
Detective Constable Brady.
Detective Constable Brady, in the middle of an interview. Apparently he got called away.
He needed to speak to the detective inspector.
I'll sort it, sir. Thank you for bringing the matter to my attention.
I think it's best if you sit in the interview along with Billy here. I'm going to have a word with Detective Constable Brady.
Do me a favour. That's what you say to me time and time again.
Because we're mates, as well as colleagues.
You're a mate when it suits you. Getting me to lie for you. Do the things that you don't want to do.
I just asked you to check up on Grace. I didn't know you were going to find her dead. I know you've been struggling ever since. I've been trying to cover for you.
I've got a 6-week-old baby at home that won't sleep.
Come on, Rob. This has been going on for months.
Are you telling me I'm not capable of doing my job?
You can't carry on like this. Why won't you let me help you?
I don't need help.
I offered you counselling after Grace Harper. You turned it down.
Stop going on about bloody Grace Harper!
I'm not interrupting anything important.
Sir.
Sir?
I could hear you two halfway down the corridor. What the hell is going on?
So Rob found Grace Harper dead.
He did. What happened is on a need-to-know basis. I don't have the full story.
Believe me, Sarge, I'm one person who doesn't need to know. I'm happy just getting on with my job.
If you could give us a moment, Detective.
Of course.
So, David, what is going on here?
We've been investigating the murder of a young man. Turns out he's related to another murder victim.
Something Detective Constable Brady was working on?
No. He found the first victim dead. In my opinion, he's never got over it.
That's curious, given what you do day in, day out. Why do you think that experience affected him so profoundly?
I really don't know.
But he's a good detective.
The best.
Right, we need to sort this out. Detective Constable Brady.
Sir?
I'm assuming you two have a favorite boozer somewhere local?
Of course.
Good. Buy this man a drink.
I've got to drop this phone back to the lab.
No. I can wait. The police service depends on teamwork and trust. You need to rebuild your team.
Sir.
Don't want either of you leaving the pub until you've settled your differences. That's an order.
This isn't all on Josh. Because I was one that insisted we send the kids to that school and it cost an arm and a leg, and I told Josh you just had to find the money.
So Harry was just a courier. He wasn't dealing.
Yeah, and Harry wasn't sharp enough to deal. Josh said the punters would have him for breakfast.
Was Josh paying Harry the going rate?
Of course not. Yeah, Josh is very good at taking advantage of people's troubles and insecurities.
What do you mean?
Harry wanted to move out of the pub. Get away from his brother. Josh persuaded him that he'd need cash and that ferrying drugs around in his toolbox was how to get it.
Why did Harry want to get away from his brother?
Something to do with what happened to Grace, I think. What about my house?
We can help you find someone to clear it up. I'll be surprised if it can be sorted today, though.
Samira, your husband just used his Oyster card at Surrey Quays Station. Have you any idea where he might be headed?
His friend Dan lives near there.
Dan who?
Dan Hardcastle, I think. They went to uni together.
And what's their connection now?
Dan supplies the weed that Josh sells.
I don't suppose you've got Dan's address.
I don't. I just know that he lives in a houseboat in Surrey Quays.
His name is Rob Brady, wife and 3 kids. This is the address. Reckon you've got an hour, tops.
Dar. I've got to get that phone back.
If you get caught, you're on your own.
Yeah, we both know that's not true, don't we?
Sure you don't want a proper drink?
This is fine, thanks.
Okay, so council tax records give me a D Hardcastle. The boat is moored at Surrey Quays.
That sounds promising.
Only thing is, I've cross-checked the address with the electoral roll, and it comes up as Danielle.
That's very interesting.
Do you want to get a drugs warrant?
No, we don't have time. I will text the detective inspector and let him know what we're proposing to do.
When did Cherry tell you she was pregnant?
She was about 3 weeks in, I think.
I don't mean that. How close to you finding Grace dead?
Pretty close.
Same day?
Day after.
Day after you found a young woman dead on her living room floor. And her baby looking on.
What's your point? Don't tell me you think I've got post-traumatic stress.
I had a colleague attended a bombing where a lot of people died. He saw terrible things. He always said it didn't affect him. It was just another day on duty. Years later, he saw a clip about it on TV. He was off work for a year.
That's not what's happening to me. What you said earlier, you were right. I can't do this anymore.
Please, stop beating yourself up, Rob. Grace was under my protection. I promised I'd look after her. I'm the one who let her down. When her name came up today, I couldn't face talking to you about it. All over again. Couldn't look you in the eye.
You don't understand.
I do.
When I said I can't do this anymore, I wasn't talking about Grace. I was talking about the job. I can't do this job anymore. You know what I'm saying is true.
Just tired. Exhausted.
It's not just that. I can't face the crime scenes. Families.
Promise me you won't make any decisions without talking to me first. Why don't you go home now? See if you can get your head down for a few hours.
I've got to drop this phone off at the lab.
Do it on the way.
Okay.
That's it.
Please! Don't move. Don't you move. Right, you're gonna be sorry you did that.
Josh Hart, I'm arresting you on suspicion of possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You're really, really pretty.
Well, someone's gonna have to recover it.
You are kidding.
Clever kiddo.
You Rob Brady?
Who's asking? That's my house. My girl's bedroom. What?
If you value the lives of your children, you'll give me the phone you found this morning.
According to Josh Hart, Harry was scared. I think you're right. Harry's death had nothing to do with drugs and everything to do with shutting him up. Josh also said something else.
What?
He said the killer had friends in high places. That's why they won't get caught. I'm guessing you already knew that.
We're sure the killer is a serving police officer.
Do you know who?
Not yet. We've worked out how to break the killer's cover, but it means deploying another officer, a detective.
Which detective?
You.
Why me?
The killer has an accomplice, another serving officer. And no one knows that officer better than you.
Transport for London have given me his address.
Witnesses?
None so far.
Rob not with you?
Got a message saying you'll be in later. What have we got here?
Louis Moretti attended Wadmers College, 16. No sign of his phone yet.
Sustained an injury at the back of the head, inconsistent with the fall. First impressions suggest that he was hit, then dragged into the water.
Any idea of time frame?
About an hour ago, tops.
So between 8:30 and 9:30 this morning.
He also has some bruising around his right eye, which is 2 or 3 days old.
I'll speak to the school. Any details for next of kin?
Dad's a solicitor, Mum's a social worker.
A phone would be useful, as would a murder weapon.
Detective Sergeant Hall, and this is Trainee Detective Constable Fitzgerald. Are you Mrs. Moretti?
Yes. What? Is it Louis?
Can I come in?
The school called. He wasn't at registration. Where is he?
Shall we go inside?
It's bad, isn't it? I can tell.
A boy in possession of your son's travel card and school pass has been found.
No. Dad?
He appears to match your son's photo, and from the photos in here, I'm sorry.
No, he's not. He can't be.
Where was he found?
In the park, on the other side of the high road.
That's not on his way to school.
Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but can you think of anyone who might have had a problem with Lily? Or anything that can help us with our inquiry?
Oh, he's such a good lad. He's never in trouble.
With your permission, can my colleague go and look in Louis' room? There was some bruising around your son's right eye that looks a few days old. Do you know how he got it?
Five-a-side football on a Monday night. He ran into some kid's elbow.
Louis told you that?
I didn't just make it up.
Of course. How did Louis normally travel to school?
Bus.
Alone? With friends?
Alone, I think. I mean, he may see mates on the way. We didn't really talk about it.
How would you describe your relationship with Louis?
Mine?
Both of you.
What are you getting at?
I'm just trying to build a picture.
You think that I gave him the black eye? Is that what you're saying?
Of course not.
I'm sorry. I need some air.
Control, can officers look out for a red Volvo 4x4 registration number OU10GOP?
Received.
Can I try calling him from your mobile, please?
All received. Thank you.
You killed my son!
Right! That is enough!
You killed my son!
I'm arresting both of you for affray. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be used in evidence. Do you understand?
Why are the cops here?
No idea.
Form class first, please. Kids who knew him best. Then we'll move on to the rest of the year group.
Yes, of course.
Do you have any idea where your husband's going? Now that it's just the two of us, if there's anything at all you want to tell me about home life or...
Enzo would never lay a finger on anyone, especially Louis.
Is it okay if I just bag up a few bits and pieces to take back to the station?
Whatever you need to do.
Did Louis have a girlfriend?
Not that I knew about.
Did you know anyone called Tara?
No. don't think so. To be honest, since he's been at secondary, I didn't know nearly as much as I used to.
Hello? Your name is?
Owen Telford.
I'm afraid I have some difficult news for you. One of your classmates, Louis Moretti, he's died. He was found this morning. I'm sorry. I know it must be a shock.
He was my best mate.
You okay?
Did he kill himself?
No, he didn't. There must be a reason you think Louis might have killed himself. Owen, if he was having any problems with friends or at home, it's very important that you tell me. Do you understand?
Look, the only reason I said that is because they're always banging on about that sort of stuff here, you know? Mental health, look out for each other or something, I don't know. He seemed all right. Maybe quieter than normal. Same old Louis.
And when did you last see him?
Yesterday, end of school.
Why were you late for school this morning?
Missed my bus.
I've been a defense lawyer for over 20 years. This is a total waste of time. I shouldn't have hit Rodney McCoy, I admit that, but he made some serious threats against me and my family.
What threats?
I defended his brother, Desmond McCoy. Rodney McCoy tried to persuade me to obtain a false statement from an associate of his. I refused. So Desmond gets 11 years. And Rodney turns up at my offices a few days ago telling me that I'm going to be sorry and all that.
So you think that he killed Louis to get revenge?
I don't think, I know.
Bail him. Let him get back to this grieving wife.
Will do. I thought you were going to talk to Rob. This is getting ridiculous.
He's not in a good place.
Well, he's not doing his job.
Yesterday, he was talking about jacking it all in. Louis doesn't seem to be an obvious murder victim. Didn't stand out, kept himself to himself. But bright, on the football team. So it could just be a case of wrong kid in the wrong place.
But he wasn't on his normal route to school.
His mobile still hasn't been found. Cell site and call data have been requested.
We need to see what Rodney McCoy has to say. Chief Superintendent.
David. Actually, I'm here to see you, trainee Detective Constable Fitzgerald. Or should I say, Detective Constable Fitzgerald. You'll be getting an email from us soon. I just wanted to congratulate you in person.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have a moment?
Sir.
Congratulations.
Where is Detective Constable Brady?
He's taken a half-day's leave.
Did I not send you to the pub to clear the air with him?
I did.
If you can't sort out your team, David, I'll have to do it for you.
Officers at the scene witnessed you punching Mr. Moretti in the face.
Yeah, well, he turned up on my doorstep and started having a go at me. What was I meant to do?
Why would Mr. Moretti want to attack you?
No idea.
Have you ever been to Mr. Moretti's office?
Yeah, once. With my brother. And he got in a bit of trouble.
Just that time?
Yeah. Why?
Can you tell me where you were this morning?
I was at home.
Is there anyone who can corroborate that?
Mrs. in Milton Keynes. Visiting her sister.
So Billy's checking on Rodney McCoy's visits to Enzo Moretti's office. Why haven't you been picking up?
Switched my phone off. I'm using the pay-as-you-go.
What's going on?
Yesterday, on the way to the lab, I was robbed.
What was taken?
The smashed up mobile from the Harry Stedman murder investigation. There was a guy in a hoodie. He shoved his phone in my face and he had a video on there that was shot in the twins' bedroom. The threat couldn't have been clearer.
Where are Cherry and the kids now?
Safe.
Why didn't you call us? This needs reporting.
No offense, boss. I don't trust anyone in this building right now. But how did this guy know that I was taking that mobile back to the lab? What?
We suspect that Tyler Bates, Grace Harper, and Harry Stedman were all killed by the same person. We further suspect that person is a serving police officer.
Well, seriously?
Whatever was on that phone must incriminate him. The guy that took the phone from you, what did he look like?
Male, IC1, 5'10", 11, medium build, beard, dark glasses, a hoodie, London accent. Oh.
That doesn't sound anything like your target.
No, but he tipped off this one who came after Rob, believe me.
Your target?
You don't need to know.
So what happens now?
I want you to give me a statement so I could generate a covert investigation into the robbery. And I want you to act like everything's normal.
I know that I'm sure that my family's safe. I just want to go back to my job.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. We've got the unexplained death of a schoolboy. If you could chase up where we're at with forensics and local inquiries.
Okay.
And Rob, we'll catch this guy. I promise you. Well, we both know who tipped the killer off about Rob having that phone.
You think you know. You haven't got a shred of proof.
Enzo Moretti's colleagues confirmed Rodney McCoy did make threats at the office 2 days ago.
So McCoy lied then?
Go and arrest him for the murder. Leave him to stew on it in the cells. Then break his stayed-at-home alibi.
Yeah. I also spoke to the football coach. Louis didn't sustain any injuries at training.
So either Louis lied to his father, or his father lied to us.
Selcos have found the murder weapon. Looks like Louis was hit over the head with a brick, then pushed into the water.
Anything else?
The service providers got back to us over the victim's phone. There was a call made to Louis' phone at 8:23 this morning from a pay-as-you-go that's currently switched off. I've applied for cell site and call data.
Probably the last person to speak to Louis. It's been confirmed that your son drowned, but his death was not an accident or a suicide. It's now officially a murder investigation. Yeah, my team will be in contact. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Those calls, they never get any easier.
The face-to-face, where I tell them their son would have survived the head injury if he hadn't gone into the water, is going to be even harder.
I see Detective Constable Brady is in.
That's right.
How is he?
Actually, there was an incident last night. He was robbed of evidence outside the forensics lab.
What was taken?
The phone Rob found at the house where Harry Steadman was murdered. The guy threatened Rob's kids.
Right. He and his family need police protection. I'll get somebody onto it.
He's got it under control. When it comes to Rob's family, he likes to take care of things himself.
Fair enough. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Thank you, sir.
Cell site analysis on Rodney McCoy's phone pinpoints him miles away from his home at 8:40. It triangulates to arrived lockups and got his keys from custody. Shall we?
How's your family doing?
They're upset. Kids don't understand why they've had to move, why they can't see me.
It's difficult. Oh, Rob.
Looks like Rodney's been a naughty boy.
We've just found the proceeds of a hijacked lorry in your lockup, Mr. McCoy.
Not my lockup.
Why then do you have a key to it? You said you were home earlier, but your mobile suggested you were at these garages on Hallam Street at the time of the murder that we're investigating. Did you give your phone to someone else?
Okay. Well, if I coughed to all that gear on Hallam Street, you better believe me when I say I didn't touch this Moretti kid.
Why should we?
I was hardly going to tell you where I was this morning, was I? I'm not stupid. I'm not.
We also have witness statements saying that you made serious threats to Mr. Moretti at his offices. That's two of your comments we've disproved so far.
All right. Well, I did meet his lad once. I went round to the gaff on Monday. I was going to have it out with Moretti. I'd had a few jars. Anyway, when I turned up, Moretti weren't there. But his son was outside and he was getting a right pummeling off some other lad.
Louis was being beaten up.
If that's his name, then yeah.
Could you describe this other boy?
He was black. Same age, same school uniform.
Do you know what they were fighting about?
It seemed to be over some girl who killed herself or something.
Certainly makes more sense of Owen Telford's comment about suicide earlier.
Owen Telford's gone AWOL. Not at school, not at home. School says he's got 60% attendance, frequent truant, and in and out of trouble with the staff there.
I found a book of songs Louis Moretti was writing in his room. One of them mentioned a girl called Tara. I did some digging. 4 days ago, a Tara Hallwood died by suicide. Post-mortem toxicology pointed towards an overdose.
Where was she found?
In the bedroom at a foster home. I've got details for her foster parents and for her birth mother, Nessa Horwood.
Rob, take a closer look at Tara's care history, will you? And Billy and I will track down the mother. Rob?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Thank you for coming, Miss Harwood. Nessa. Nessa. We're investigating the murder of Louis Moretti. Never heard of him. Where were you this morning?
I had a supervised visit with my daughter, Leah.
And where was that?
With a foster family near Shadwell. They're never going to let her back with me. And my other girl's dead. I don't even have enough money to bury her properly.
You mean Tara? Are you sure Tara never mentioned a boy called Louis Moretti?
She was taken off me. I hardly ever got to see her. They said she would be better off without me. And then I lost her altogether.
Tara Horwood was in and out of foster care. A senior caseworker in the most recent proceedings where she and her baby sister were removed from her mother's care was Josie Moretti.
Louis' mother?
Apparently, Josie denied knowing anyone called Tara when Billy questioned her.
And why would she lie? Speak to the Morettis.
When we took the kids away from Nessa, it was easy finding somewhere for Leah the baby to stay. But I couldn't find anywhere for Tara that late at night. She looked so scared, so vulnerable. I know I shouldn't have brought her back to ours, but, well, I did. Just for one night.
So you didn't know she was staying over?
I was away with work. I wish I hadn't been. I could have talked some sense into her.
Tara stayed the night. Then what?
The next day, I found her somewhere to live. What I didn't realize was Tara and Louis had really hit it off. And a month or so later, I found they were seeing each other. You know, in a relationship.
To think I've been blaming myself.
Please. Anyway, a few days back, Louis told me she'd dumped him. I wasn't very sympathetic to his... He was heartbroken.
It would have been helpful if you hadn't lied to us earlier.
I didn't want to admit.
To being stupid, Mr. Moretti.
No, he's right. I am stupid. I didn't want to lose my job.
Three images of Tara Horwood naked were picked up by Louis' service provider. Those same images also appeared on deleted posts on 2 of Louis' social media accounts, with some pretty ferocious body-shaming comments.
Body-shaming? Well, that's not the Lou we thought we were dealing with. Well, it would explain why she finished with him and then killed herself.
But who would be angry enough with Louis to want to kill him?
Well, maybe Louis' friend Owen Telford? I mean, maybe he had a thing for her and was defending her honor. So still no sign of him?
Off the grid and his mobile isn't on.
All right. Yeah, they've come through. See what his parents have to say. All right, cheers. These messages were posted by Louis 5 days ago, but with images attached. They were then deleted the following day.
No. No, he wouldn't do that. Stop it. He wouldn't, would he?
I don't know what I know anymore.
How can you say that? We are talking about Louis, our son. There's no way he would do that. He liked her. Wrote songs about her.
She's right. There's absolutely no way Louis would do anything like that.
Is there any chance anyone else could have had access to Louis' phone on Sunday?
Remember, you and Louis visited your sisters.
Louis forgot his phone, kept moaning about it.
And Owen came round here for Louis, and I said he could wait in his room for him to come back.
So Owen had time?
Plenty of time.
I was annoyed with Louis. I couldn't believe how grumpy he was being about not having his phone. It was Owen. It must have been.
Louis' parents are 100% convinced that he wasn't with his phone at the time the body shaming post was sent. Owen Telford was.
The phone that called Louis at 8:23 this morning has just come live.
Right. Circulate Owen Telford to local units and council CCTV and then head to where the phone is being used.
Fine.
Nessa Hallwood, stop! Police!
Stay there! Don't move.
Nessa Hallwood, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Louis Moretti. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
My daughter's just died. What is wrong with you?
Nessa Hallwood and her dealer are being processed.
Cheers.
Is it normal what the chief superintendent did? Telling me I've been promoted like that?
It's good. Don't look so worried. You deserve it.
What do you think of the chief super?
I hardly know the man.
Detective Sergeant, what can I do for you?
I hear the detective inspectors filled you in about Detective Constable Brady being robbed last night.
He did, yes. Any progress?
But it's early days, but the concerning thing is that the suspect clearly had been in Rob's home. He had video in this girl's bedrooms.
So he knew where Rob lived?
This is awkward. I was checking the HR system and I noticed that you accessed Rob's records yesterday.
Well, yes. I mean, as you know, I had concerns about DC Brady's behavior, and so I accessed his records. Am I being accused of something here?
Of course not. I'm just covering all the bases. Thank you for your time, sir.
take it from here, thanks. Owen Telford's mum has just dropped him downstairs. Apparently, he has a confession to make.
I told my mum what I did. She went nuts. Said if I didn't own up, I'd end up in more trouble.
Own up to what? Owen, what did you tell your mum?
I'm only telling you this so that you don't try and pin everything else on me, yeah?
Yeah.
Tara. Lou was seeing her. He was obsessed. Don't see why. She was a right skank. Yeah, rough as anything. Just trying to look out for him. That's what mates do.
Yeah, get to the point.
Found some gross photos of her on his phone. Posted them to his page, and I said what everyone was thinking. Yeah, I did him a favor. It's just a laugh, really.
You posted naked pictures from Louis' phone just for a laugh. Photos and body shaming comments that ultimately led to a young girl killing herself.
She might have been planning on doing that anyway.
Did Louis find out?
Yeah.
How did he react?
He went for me. Look, it was a joke, yeah? Don't know what joke is? Stop looking at me like that. It's not like I actually killed anyone.
We now know that you turned up for your supervised visit with your other daughter at 8:15 this morning, but you were turned away for being intoxicated.
No comment.
I refer to Exhibit BF12. This is the phone that I took from your possession on arrest. Does it belong to you?
No.
A number of text messages sent to this phone have the name Nessa in their greeting. How do you explain that?
It must belong to another Nessa.
So, a phone in your possession, Nessa Horwood, belongs to someone else called Nessa.
Okay, yeah, it's my phone.
Why did you just lie? A call came from this phone to Louis Moretti at 8:23 a.m. this morning. Can you explain that?
No comment.
If you have an innocent explanation, I would like to hear it.
Tara used my phone a few weeks back to call Louis. Hers was out of juice or something. She was so happy. Happiest I'd ever seen her. Said she really loved him. Anyway, his number was still on my phone from when she made that call. I just wanted to talk to him, face to face, to ask him why he did what he did.
Which was?
Louis Moretti was the reason Tara killed herself. His horrible, dirty pictures and all the nasty stuff he said about her.
So, you wanted to speak to Louis in person? Did you?
I met him in the park. I wanted him to see what he'd done to me, to apologise. But he just started saying it wasn't him, that it was his friend. Well, that's all that happened.
Nessa, your flat has been searched. Clothing and footwear with bloodstains were found. That blood is a match for Louis Moretti.
I was so angry. He started walking away from me and I picked up a brick or a rock or something and I hit him.
And then what did you do?
I panicked. I dragged him to the side of the water. Then I pushed him in.
We've got evidence to prove that Louis Moretti didn't post the images of Tara on social media. One of his friends did. Apparently, Louis really liked your daughter. I have to tell you, Nessa, you went after the wrong boy.
So, Owen, your joke, or helping out a mate, or whatever you want to call it, resulted in 2 deaths.
Sorry, what?
Well, it turns out that it's thanks to you that Louis Moretti was killed. You still think that's funny? At last. Something that's made you shut up and think. It's a pity Louis Moretti had to die for that to happen. On Telford, I'm arresting you for distributing indecent images. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Do you really think the guy who threatened my kids is a serving police officer?
I'm sure of it.
Night. Night, sir.
Congratulations, by the way, Detective Constable.
Thank you. You heading home?
I've got a few things to sort out, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Detective Constable, I heard what happened last night. I understand you want to protect your family yourself. I respect that. But I want you to know that if you change your mind, we're here for you.
Thanks, sir. He's all right, once you get to know him.
You think so? Chief Superintendent Mulgrew was the one that tipped off the killer about you having that phone.
What?
And passed on your address.
You've changed your tune?
Well, I checked to see if anyone had accessed Rob's HR details, and Mulgrew had. I spoke to him. I asked him why, and I looked him in the eye when he said it was for Rob's welfare. He was lying.
So you now accept he's involved in these murders?
I do.
And you're going to help us bring these people to justice?
I am.
Well, how can you be so sure that Chief Super was lying?
Vivian knows Mr. Mulgrew very well.
Years ago, and I mean years ago, me and Chief Superintendent Mulgrew...
What?
We were together.
Together?
We were married.
खबर